Hello and welcome to Axel Out with Renil. My guest today is an actor par excellence. She's been killing it in the industry for a really long time now. Neha, welcome to Axel Out with Renil.
Thank you so much, Renil. Thank you so much for having me here.
You're always welcome. How have you been? What is happening?
Been amazing so far. COVID has been, I won't say that it was good for the world, but it acted very well on me.
Yeah.
And back at work, action and so many things coming forward that I'm excited about.
That's fab. You know, I really want to, right in the beginning, I want to talk about, we were talking about this right before we started rolling. You've been sort of here for a really long time now. You started as a child.
Oh my God.
Basically. How old were you? About 9 years old?
No, I won't say that I started working when I was 9 years old, but yeah.
But you did a show.
Yeah, I did a reality show, which was a dancing reality show, Bachcho Ka Hota Tha, which was a kid show. And that's how the journey started. And then I judged the show, the same show, and never thought that I wanted to be an actress. So yeah, I was noticed there, and that's how I started working here.
Yeah, but then, you know, anytime there's a conversation around like kids' reality shows and kids being like sort of in the public space, I'm always wondering about, because see, the thing with reality shows is there's always like voting and winning and losing, and like there's also drama, you know, you have parents involved and parents really want them to like win, and like there's a lot of pushing to like be successful.
Yeah.
How does that fuck a person up later in life?
Well, by God's grace, it was very nice that the time what I am talking about, the reality shows were not based on the voting and were not based on the pressure of, the kid has to be number one.
Yeah.
The pressure was
there
that...
was no send SMS in this number already.
No, there was like no SMSs at all. There was like 3 judges sitting in front of you and they judging you on the merits. And that's how you compete and you go forward. There wasn't a pressure of how much content are you giving to the society, to the people, and how much parents are putting into it and all that. So I think that time the pressure was absolutely on dancing, on my performance and everything. So yeah, that time was different. And in fact, I'll tell you, Renil, I'm so thankful that I wasn't competing. I was competing at that time. I wasn't competing this time, not because of the pressure, but the kind of talent that you see now.
Yeah.
I won't say that I wasn't a bad dancer, but today I was okay. But but seeing today's the kids are so brilliant. They are just awesome. Yeah. So I'm very glad I wasn't competing with these people.
But you had all of those, like, you know, parents will randomly come and surprise and the kid will like fall on the floor crying and all. Nothing.
Nothing.
They didn't want all of this drama?
Absolutely not. It was a simple family show where kids are dancing. They've been judged and you've been credited on that merit. That's it.
What does it make you feel when you see reality shows now where, like, you know, drama is a part of like the thing, right? And I feel so bad because sometimes children are also sort of being used a little to cater to the spice that you need on a show. What does that make you feel?
I think as an entertainment point of view, I really like to see the kind of content that they come up with, the backstory of the kids that, you know, they're coming from this background, they didn't had anything. So there's so much to even, there are times which is not absolutely false also. There are times when you have your true facts which is coming up, but you use that as a hatyar banate hain, that, you know, this kid is that much struggling in life and that's why you should vote him and all that.
Right.
So I think part and parcel, the time is changing. This is how it works. The competition is too much. So there are some additional content also needed to make it more spicy.
Fair
because it's not only about us anymore. It's also about entertainment. People also should get entertainment because we are here for an entertainment biz. And I think it's fine and good enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, the whole of your career has sort of like, TV has sort of built it, right? And see, honestly, I'm very, I feel like I sort of see all sides of what this is, because a lot of people look at TV and be like, oh, TV is so dramatic and whatever. But I'm just like, this is the biggest medium in the country that we live in, because like, you do a good TV show and you're good at this, you're a household name in a second. What do you think TV has given you that maybe another platform couldn't have?
I would say that everybody who says drama is so much out here and they are so loud and oh my God, this television actresses. But I'll tell you,
they'll never be able to do subtle performances, all of that stuff.
But I think life is drama, right?
Yeah.
Renil, we all overloud behavior.
I know what
times.
everybody else's mind to 100%
Yeah,
is.
and all of us.
Quite
and
dramatic.
I'm very open to talk about it. That I am full of drama,
Yeah.
and every heroine that we see is a drama queen.
Yeah.
And we would love to see drama queen. And what has drama given me? Drama given me everything, a household name,
Yeah.
where every woman in the country gracefully knows, and they talk high about us, and they like to see us.
Yeah.
So, and they like to talk about us. Then what
Yeah.
more than that? So
Yeah.
I think I'm very happy to be known like that. And even if people are calling me that, thank you.
Fab. But have you heard these things though? Like, have you sort of ever gone towards the direction of doing movies probably in the middle of your career, and then heard, oh, you're from TV, so like maybe not?
Yeah, that's very normal.
Yeah.
There are times when you go for OTT auditions and you go for your film audition. There was a time, I would say, but now again, TV actresses are being given a lot of chances
100%,
even
yeah.
for Bollywood and OTT.
Yeah.
But yeah, initially there was a huge difference. There was a barrier that, she's from TV and she's from Bollywood. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of difference that we count on.
Yeah.
But I think with time it is fading, which is again a very good thing, a good platform for a
100%.
good vision. All of us, no matter what, there are times when people ask me that, you want to do OTT, you want to do films. My thing is that I would love to do OTT, I would love to do films because it devotes lesser time. My
Yeah.
performance wouldn't change. My performance, how I'm in TV, I give my 100%, I would be the same even for films and OTT.
Yeah.
So there's something big that I'm going to do in film, oh my god, मैंने क्या कमाल कर दिया. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला है.
Yeah.
वही होगा जो मैं TV में करती थी. So there's nothing going to be big enough. It's just that I can devote more time to my family.
Yeah.
And I won't say I can do better work or good work. Good work तो मैं TV में भी करती हूँ, and good work I'm going to do even for films and OTT also.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Neha, when you look at TV now and the kind of shows that are coming out and all of that, do you see a shift in terms of content and stories and stuff like that?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
That you see so much of a difference now that initially the heroines used to be sugar coated. Like, oh my god, उसने तो कभी कोई गलती की ही नहीं है,
Right.
वो कर भी नहीं सकती. But nowadays you're coming up with content like a girl is normal.
Yeah.
I mean, she can make mistakes, she can be wrong, she can be grey. There
Yeah,
are times she
100%.
can be not absolutely perfect and a nice girl, but the story can be based on her.
Yeah.
So even the guys nowadays the main hero is negative. The
Right.
lead guys are negative. So the
Right.
content is changing. It is more towards the reality, and
Yeah.
it is more relatable, and it is more that you can connect with your urban as well as the daily life. So
Yeah.
I think yes, it's going progressively very good.
Yeah. What is that one thing that you really wanted them to work on or change while you were like in the middle of it?
See, I really want them to work on a good shift timings.
That is true.
That is
That is
one
true.
thing. Because, to revive yourself and to come up with a better performance,
Yeah.
you really need to sleep well. You really need to think over your character.
Which is impossible when you're
Yeah.
an actor
Yeah.
in television.
Yeah, so I think, which has made us again very tough and strong also.
Yeah.
Like in terms of all those nonsense shift timings,
Yeah.
and the scene is ready, the shot is ready, we don't have the script in hands.
My
So,
God.
yeah, you get that garam script in your hand, or by the time you're reading, your assistant will come and tell you, ma'am, shot is ready, aaj shaam ka telecast hai. Oh my God, there's so much of pressure that you go through, but you perform in that pressure and you go and get the Best Actress award, and that's
Yeah.
where the achievement comes from.
And then you're
that's
just
where the
like,
motivation.
kuch bhi karwa lo mere se, I'll be fab.
So now exactly.
I've done this and come.
So now when we go to TV, films and OTT, the directors are amazed that
Yeah.
oh my God, you're ready? अच्छा अभी तो हमारी lighting ही नहीं हुई है, because we are so used to this झटा-झट, and
Yeah.
now we don't take time for it.
Yeah.
और अब कहीं जाके time लगता है ना, so we said अच्छा अभी तक ready नहीं है,
Correct.
okay, taking too much of time. So we also got in a wrong habit, but everything has a right and wrong
Correct.
both. So.
But your timing thing, that is like, it's disastrous, because my friends who are TV actors, I don't get to see them because they're like, we do not have a social life.
Yeah, because
Monday to Sunday, we are shooting back to back.
Yeah, and we make a lot of money too.
That is also correct. That is correct. Your financial life is very good.
No, and that's that joke apart, because while you're
but it
working
is.
continuously, that definitely you continuously making money over
Of course,
it. So
of
that's
course.
something that
I really want to discuss this thingy, because like in the same topic of your timing and your shifts, right? How is that possible? Does it change over time when you sort of, is it only a thing that is in the beginning of your career? Because I've heard leads in daily soap say that I don't know if I'm shooting tomorrow until like 10 p.m. tonight. Why does that happen?
Because see, the script is also not ready.
Right.
So since you have a pressure of shooting every day, so there is a time when Friday when you get your TRPs. So the channel and the content writers would sit with a meeting that this character is time slot पे इसके scene पे इतना time दिया गया था. So this character is working more. So we should write more on this character. So there's so much of impromptu script changes also that writers also for them to submit, then get a cross check with the production, then get a cross check by the channel.
Yeah.
So it's a long process. So there are times when you're not ready with your script also. You don't know tomorrow you're shooting or not. But likely with the lead actors, it is never that you're not shooting. You have to put your foot down and say कि कल मैं नहीं आऊँगी because अब मैं थक चुकी हूँ.
Yeah.
So with leads, it's not the problem. But definitely with the characters, you have to wait and watch.
Correct.
You don't have, they sign you up for 25 days and 20 days and they don't even shoot for 12 days.
Yeah.
So which is again a harassment because there's a certain budget that you work with.
That is correct, yes.
Everybody runs a family and everybody has something to which is called a survival budget and a lifestyle for. So when you sign up a show as a block dates of 25 days and you shoot not for more than 12 days, so you don't know where to land up. कैसे आप अपने घर का लोन देंगे, कैसे गाड़ी का लोन देंगे, कैसे घर चलाएंगे, and how will you if you have family and kids to look after, then it's a lot of pressure.
And you're also not allowed to sign another show in those dates that you've blocked.
Correct, because you're exclusively signing with that show. So that's a harassment that it is. So I believe there's something that I want to appeal to all the channel and production that if you sign an actor for a certain number of time or a date, even if you're not using them, pay them.
Yeah.
So find a middle way so that nobody has a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, these are all like very valid points because I've heard a lot of this from a lot of actors, and especially some of them starting at a character role in TV, and it's not like a great per day either, right? So they're losing out on a bunch of shit because I've heard stories about how another show ka request has come and like the creatives are like, but you can't do it because you know then the day, like the one day that out of your 15 that we are shooting, what if it clashes?
Yeah.
And that's fucked up because like he has rents to pay as well.
Absolutely.
You know? I always want to sort of figure this out from like my friends also who have done TV. What is like the weirdest thing that you had to do on TV? Like in a soap, in like a daily soap.
Weirdest thing.
Like that right now in hindsight just seems bizarre.
See, I've been always doing lead. So it's been the 7 leads so far in my life. And you just very nice as a person.
Yeah.
So this question would be very interesting for somebody who is playing a typical character.
But no washing laptop, nothing like that.
Washing laptop?
Yeah, that one person did know.
Washed the laptop?
Yeah, she washed the laptop with soap and all and like put it in a...
But that must be she's a dumb character.
What is that? What is Gobi Bahu or something like that?
Achha, Gopi. Sorry, you mean the Gopi Bahu.
Yes.
See, her character was so beautiful. See, she is coming from very maybe thoda bina padhe likhe gaon se and all that. So she doesn't know that साफ करने का मतलब है कि लैपटॉप को सिर्फ सूखे कपड़े से
I got it. But I'm saying that nothing like this you have done.
Okay. So I've been. I don't think so. थोड़ा बहुत I was educated in all my shows. So.
There was some literacy there.
So I think
But no out of logic thing you have done.
No, nothing like an out of logic. That's what I remember. Let's just go ahead with it and remember. By the time you ask me certain other questions, I would remember what.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Perfect. But you know, something that's so phenomenal about TV also is the kind of love that's coming from across the world, right? And like, it's not just India because there are so many other countries that really watch Indian television.
Yeah.
Like Indonesia is like a,
oh my God, yes.
a huge hub for. I'm sure, like if you went to phenomenally. Like I remember we had on this other show that I do, we had guests from the show called Is Pyar Ko Kya Naam Do.
Oh yeah.
And like I remember people going nuts. How do you sort of, is it overwhelming when you see that kind of love coming in?
Yes, absolutely. That is what we wait for. You know, and especially I'll tell you, India is definitely a place where we are getting the most of the love. But the kind of appreciation that we have got from Pakistan, from Indonesia, from where did we go? Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
Even in a year we go at least twice to US and London for the events.
Yeah.
So I think there's so much of love that you see around the country, and when you go in a different country, you know, when you दूसरी country में जाते हैं and then your people come and they are so fond of you, you really feel that you have done something in life,
Yeah,
maybe not
100%.
like everything, but then something in life, and that's a moment that you live in a different country when you see your flag been waving. It
Yeah.
just feel amazing, and I
Yeah.
think that's a lot of achievement that you get through there.
Absolutely, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like the enormity of the love is also like crazy.
Yeah.
Do you did you through your career did you ever, not you specifically, were you ever made to feel like maybe TV is like a second fiddle to what Bollywood is?
No, I wasn't really made to feel like that. Maybe
Yeah.
because I've not come across such people, or
Right.
maybe I haven't got so far to a place where I would be made to feel like that. But
Yeah.
there's something coming up next in my life where I'm a little scared about that I would be, because I'm working with a huge set of Bollywood people there,
Right.
and I'm kind of
Tell
excitement.
more.
No.
Can you tell?
No.
No, you can't. Okay.
But more than being excited, I think I'm very nervous
Yeah.
because I don't know how would I be treated there.
Right.
So a little spectacle about it. So far I have not been, but yeah, I just cross my finger that I don't get to feel that
No,
ever.
I'm sure you'll be fine, because right now I don't think that's the case anymore.
But I've
because
heard
it's
so
just-
much around.
Yeah.
I've heard so much around. The recent few cases around which have been buzzed with so much of drama.
Right.
I think that I hold up my shoes tight and don't get into depression, because a lot of things that comes around you,
Yeah.
which makes you feel like that. And eventually, this is a place where you are so much passionate about your work, your
Yeah.
ambition, and where you've been felt, you've been actually come across people who actually make you feel like that.
Yeah.
You feel very demotivated, but you have to keep up with your motivation, and I think that's where the family comes in support, and you should be around your family to talk about it.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah.
Neha, you have done your shows with scripts coming a minute before you're on set. You will get through this.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're ready for everything in life.
Yeah, yay.
Tell me something. When you sort of start so young and you've been working in the industry for so long, you sort of mentioned mental health before, right? Have you had lows? Also, when you have these lows, considering you're working back to back on because you've done a bunch of shows that are going on for 3-4 years at a time, right?
Yeah.
And these are top shows in the space. How do you deal with a state when your mental health is not at its best?
Yeah. See, there are some brutal truth that I'm going to talk about today,
Yeah.
which so that was my first show, I'll tell you, Renil. Very few people know about it. That coming from a reality show, never thought that I wanted to be an actor,
Yeah.
and suddenly landed up being an lead for a show where I don't even know how to express myself, and camera kidhar hai, right of camera, left of camera, people would make fun of me.
Yeah.
The director would make fun of me. I'm sure I don't want to take the name, but he knows who I'm talking about. And I was a 16-year-old girl who doesn't even know how to act, doesn't even know where I've landed to, and there's so many people around you, 100
Yeah.
people on set, and people laughing at you. I can't remember my lines, nothing at all. The producer thought that it's a waste of money that I put in on her. I was given the worst actress award. Can you believe there was a time when people give the best actress of the year, and I was given the worst
Stop
actress of the
it.
year. Yeah.
Is this like an actual category?
Yes.
Oh
There
my-
wasn't a category, but this was done. This was done that, worst actress of the year. I was given that award, and I was 16, and I thought
My
I'm getting into
God.
depression. And I left Bombay and I went back to Calcutta, my hometown, and started studies again. 12th ke baad I couldn't continue. That 1 year I had to drop because of the show. I was
Right.
giving all my life to the show, and this is what I got. No matter, I won't say that they were wrong. Galat nahi the. I was very bad.
Right.
But it was not my fault. You chose me and it happened. And you don't have to announce that big. So yeah, shit has happened. I have gone through things, but I have come up strong with it. And while I was back to Calcutta on my studies, and I completed my graduation for those 3 years, my mom found that, I'm not that happy that I was in Bombay while working. So she thought, why don't you give it a try again, and why don't you go back?
Yeah.
And that's where I got a call for Balika Vadhu, that
Right.
show, and
Which sort of changed the trajectory for you?
changed my life. And people think that's my first show, but that's not my first
Yeah.
show. And after doing that show, 27 awards as a Best Actress award right after that.
That is fab.
Thank you so much.
Well done, yeah.
Made me feel that, yes, I was bad, I have learnt, and I have come back again.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. How do you, is it support? And if that is the case, from who do you take in situations like this? Family?
Absolutely, that's what I just mentioned before also, that whenever you feel low, and family and your friends, you need to talk, you need to have your set of people. You can't be taking things to yourself and been talking to yourself. Talking to yourself is a very good thing, but you need people to talk to, so that when you talk about things, you get solutions then and there only. Till the time you don't talk, you think it's a problem, but when you talk, you get the solution in your own questions. So I think it's very important to talk, and it is okay, ho jayega yaar, sab theek ho jayega. That's very, very important for somebody to be around you, to say that, to make you feel that, you know, this is a world, this is a beautiful life, and ups and down, it's like a vicious circle, and whatever happens will come down, whatever happens will go up. So I think that's how everybody of us, I won't say mantra hai, but everybody of us should think, and life becomes beautiful.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I mean, I know I've been repeating that you've been working for a long time, but then I just want to talk about like impacts of good and bad things both, like later in life. I feel like when you sort of come here new, and when you're young also, while at it, there's a lot of vulnerability that's associated with the person that you are, right? Because you, like you said, when you did your first acting job, you're 16 years old. That's like 2 years below legal age for anything. And obviously, there are good and bad people both. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt uncomfortable, or because I mean, it is very prevalent in the industry. We don't really talk about it that much because we're very busy defending it. And I defend it all the time, but then, I mean, our industry for that matter.
Correct.
But then, because sometimes you have to, because you sort of call this dirt pool for no reason. But have you ever been made to feel uncomfortable?
Renil, very, very thankful to God that I haven't been coming across this part of life. Though I've seen my friends going through, I have been around them. I have understood the situation. Maybe there are times when I've guided them according to my knowledge, what I could have. But again, coming back to the same thing again, your family is very, very important. Your roots have to be very strong to for you to decide. See, I won't say anything is wrong. If anybody is doing anything for getting anything, I would say it is not wrong, because that's the way the person's personality, and personality cannot be wrong and right. It is just the personality. So even if somebody is doing something to get somewhere, and if that person is fine, till the time you don't feel guilty.
Oh, absolutely. Zero judgment there.
Absolutely fine. So, and I don't think even the thing has been made quite a big thing in our industry, that, you know, casting couch, and but there's nothing as such called casting couch. It's all mutually. If you've been asked, and if you say yes, that's a mutual thing. It's nothing called a rape, right? So I would really want to say that if you're ambitious enough, if you want to get somewhere, and if you want to do that, and if you think that's the only way in your head, if you're doing it and if you're not guilty about it, so just be at it. And if you think you cannot come back home with it, then don't do it. You don't have to be that ambitious. इतने से में भी काम चलता है और इतने से भी पेट नहीं भरता है. So I think you have to decide what you want in life. तो सीमा, दायरे, limitations and कुछ भी आपके रूट से जुड़ा होता है, जो how you think, how you want to be, and what makes you happy. So I think that's what about. It's not about our industry. Every industry has the same thing, but we still 100%. Talk so much loud about our industry because people love to talk about our industry. It is so open and seen. It is so likable by people that they want to talk about it, and I think it's amazing. People, the only thing that I would want to like sort of say here is, because while we talk about like the whole mutual aspect of it, it's power play, right, at the end of the day, because you sort of, when you're vulnerable and new, you're sort of this person who doesn't have power, and when you're sort of propositioned by somebody in position of power, then you basically feel the obligation to do it, because you feel like it'll be disrespectful if I said no. That's usually like the problem. But that's, sorry.
No, I was saying that even if it's mutual, even if it's consensual, it's still sort of like very murky, because you're still sort of submitting yourself to the power play there more than anything else.
Yeah, but I would still say the base education would have to be sorted here itself. How vulnerable you are, even if you are in your best and you think that the person in front of you is more powerful, you need to decide. And nowadays the education should be more, the base play has to be this, that clarity of what do you want and how much do you want. We cannot blame game with that thing that, you know, power play. I personally think that now because everything is available without even anything. So that's what, coming after 17 years of my work profile, I would still say you don't have to do anything for anything, but you still can be there. And if you want to do something, you still can be there. So nothing is impossible here. You can just be the way you are and you get all of it.
Yeah, but you know, I really respect something that you said, because I think it's so important, because there's also a lot of shaming that goes on in the industry, because sometimes you say, you know, this person has done this to get there. But I'm just like, you didn't know what situation that person was in, right? Their level of desperation, what they wanted, maybe they didn't feel bad about it.
Absolutely.
You know, so I don't, like, zero judgments there at all.
Correct.
Like, you do you, you know, whatever.
That's you, and it is, everybody is you. Doesn't have to be anything, oh my God, you, oh my God, you. It cannot be like that. It is just you, and it's as simple.
Fab. Now, I want to know, Neha, what is coming up for you after this?
Well, there is something very, very interesting and big coming my way.
This is the one that you're not telling me about.
Sorry. Very, very difficult to say about it, because no, I won't tease it more. It's just that, yes, pray for it, that it comes up really big and nice.
I'm sure.
That's all I can say right now. But yes, something is coming my way, which is very big and not TV this time.
Is it this year?
It's the next month.
Well, how can you not talk about this now?
So I'm going to start shooting the next month.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Right. All right. I can't wait for this. I'm sure it's going to be fab.
Thank you so much.
I hear you kept telling me that there's a lot of fun stuff that's involved in it. So I'm sure it's going to be good. Tell me off camera anyway.
For sure.
But all the best, Neha. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I had great fun. I hope you did too.
Yes.
I had a great conversation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for making me speak so much, which even I thought that I never spoke before. So as I told you, it is very important to speak. There are times when you get to know about yourself too, and talking to you, I got to know about myself so much that I can talk so much.
I'm so glad. I had a lot of fun. This is literally the first time we were meeting, and the conversation flew so well. I'm so glad. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to these people who tuned in today. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching Axel Out with Renil. I'll see you guys next week.